There was a boy named Koila. He lived with his elderly mother. Koila tended the cows and buffaloes to feed himself and his mother. Koila was very cheerful and friendly. He was always ready to help anyone. The villagers loved him very much. At dawn, Koila would gather cows and buffaloes from all over the village and take them to the forest. The cows and buffaloes would roam and graze in the forest, while Koila would sit on a rock and keep an eye on them. Koila's mother would give him two rotis wrapped in a cloth. When Koila felt very hungry, he would eat both rotis and fill his stomach. One day, while Koila was grazing the cattle, he felt very hungry. He opened his bundle, took out some rotis and sat down. Just then, he saw two of his buffaloes fighting and running away. Leaving the rotis behind, Koila ran after them. After a while, he climbed them down and brought them back. By then, it was time to return to the village. Koila gathered the animals and started toward the village, driving them. On the way, he remembered that in his hat he had forgotten to eat the rotis and had left them on the rock. He thought that if he went to get the rotis, the cows and buffaloes would run away. It would be better to eat today's rotis when he brought the animals back tomorrow. Thinking this, Koila returned to his village. The next day, Koila led the animals to the forest where he had forgotten the bread. Looking for the bread, Koila glanced at the rock and was stunned to see a tree sprouting from a crack, bearing bread. He hastily broke off a loaf of bread and ate it. The bread tasted delicious, as if freshly baked and served. Koila was overjoyed to see the tree. His mother, who used to tie two loaves for him, was never enough to fill his stomach. Now he had no shortage of bread. From that day on, Koila stopped bringing bread from home. Koila found plenty of bread from the tree, and his old mother also received four instead of two for her mother and two for Koila. Her mother's stomach was also filled. Koila would often climb that tree and sit there. Sitting there had two advantages. First, from a height, he could keep a close eye on his animals. And second, when he felt hungry, he could break off some bread and eat it. One day, Koila was eating bread on the tree when a demoness passed by. Seeing Koila, her mouth watered. The man-eating demoness had been wandering around in search of a human to eat. Seeing Koila, she was overjoyed as if she had finally gotten her wish. To catch Koila, the demoness disguised herself as a helpless old woman and stood beneath the tree. Son, I am very hungry. I have not eaten a single grain of food in days. Please give me two rotis too, the demoness said to Koila. Okay, brother, I will break the rotis and throw them down. You pick them up, Koila said. That's not right. If you throw the rotis down, they will get covered in dust. So you should come down and give me the rotis. The demoness said. She wanted to catch Koila when he came down from the tree, but Koila refused to come down. Amma, Spread your pallu and I will drop the rotis in it. Koila suggested another trick. Oh my eyesight is not very good. I see blurry. How will I be able to gather the rotis in my pallu? Come down from the tree and give me the rotis, the demoness said. Feigning helplessness, Koila was taken in by the demoness's words. He plucked two loaves of bread from the tree and climbed down. As he moved to offer the loaves to the demoness, she grabbed his arm, put him in her bag, and tied the bag's mouth shut. Koila realized he had fallen into a trap, but what could he do? The demoness put Koila in her bag and headed for her cave. She lived there with her daughter. The demoness was happy that she had found a good catch. Now, mother and daughter would eat the boy together. As she walked, the demoness felt thirsty. She saw a pond in the distance. She reached the pond. She placed the bag on the ground and went into the pond to drink water. Fortunately, some nomads happened by at that very moment. Koila heard the nomads' footsteps and called for help. The nomads saw a closed bag lying on the ground, swaying and uttering cries for help. Curious, the nomads approached the bag. They opened it and pulled out Koila. Koila told them her story. Together, the nomads filled the bag with pieces of stone. Afterward, the nomads went on their way and Koila ran towards his animals. He gathered his animals and headed home. When the demoness came out of the pond after drinking a lot of water, she saw that her bag was still in its place. She picked it up and headed towards her cave. Reaching the cave, the demoness called out to her daughter, Daughter, see what I bought today. What have you brought, mother? The demoness's daughter asked. See for yourself. Saying this, the demoness placed the bag in front of her daughter. The demoness's daughter opened the bag and looked inside and became furious. What is this, mother? I am dying of hunger and you are joking. Now you eat these stones. It seems you are no longer capable of catching a human. The demoness's daughter began abusing her mother. The demoness also noticed that her bag was filled with stones instead of the boy. She understood that the boy had tricked her. She resolved to catch Koila no matter what. The next day, Koila returned to the same spot with his animals. He left the animals to graze and climbed the bread tree and sat down. The demoness also arrived. Today, the demoness disguised herself as a young woman and held a small child in her lap. Reaching under the tree, she pinched the child. The child started crying loudly. Why, Bhauji? Why is this child crying? Koila asked the demoness. What should I tell you, Bhauji? My child is very hungry. He is crying because of hunger. The demoness said, Oh, but Bhauji, tell me what are you doing in this dense forest? Koila asked. I was on my way to my parents' home when I lost my way and ended up here. The demoness said, "Okay, I will show you the way. Go straight from here and turn right where you find a very tall tree. You will reach the village," Koila said, showing the way to the demoness. "Thank you, brother. You are a very kind man, but the village is far from here and my child is very hungry. If you give me a little cow's milk, it will fill my child's stomach," said the demoness. "Okay, take this bowl, milk the cow's milk in it, and feed it to your child," Koila said, making a bowl from a tree leaf and throwing it down. "I cannot milk the cow. Please come down from the tree and milk the cow for my child. I will never forget your kindness in my life," the demoness said, acting like a loving mother. Koila had to come down from the tree. As he climbed down from the tree and moved towards the cow, the demoness grabbed him, put him in a sack, and went towards her cave. Koila also understood that today he had once again fallen into the demoness trap, but did not panic and remained calm. Today the demoness did not stop to drink water. He went straight to his cave, panting, "Look, daughter, what I have brought today," the demoness said, placing her bag in front of her daughter. "What have you brought? Those pebbles," the girl said, making a face. "You just look and listen. I am going to wash my hands and face. In the meantime, you chop and cook it." Saying this, the demoness went to wash her hands and face. The demoness's daughter took Koila out of the bag. "So, you are the one who deceived my mother and ran away yesterday. Now today I will cook for you." The demoness's daughter was very happy to see Koila. "That's all fine, but tell me, how will you cook me? My body is much bigger than your pot," Koila asked. "Don't worry, I will first put you in the mortar and pound you and then cook you in the pot," said the demoness's daughter. Hearing this, Koila felt a shiver of fear run through her body. "Then it will be fine, but tell me, how will you pound me in such a small mortar? My body would not fit in it," Koila asked. "Don't worry, I will put your head in the mortar and pound it, then your arms and legs, and then the rest of your torso," the demoness's daughter said. "If that's the case, fine, but I think you are lying. My head would not fit in this small mortar," Koila expressed her doubt. "It will fit," the demoness's daughter said. "It would not fit," Koila said firmly. The demoness's daughter was enraged after hearing Koila's words. "Look, I will show you how to fit a head into a mortar." Saying this, the ogre's daughter thrust her head into the mortar. This was exactly what Koila wanted. Without wasting a moment, she picked up the pestle and slammed it into the mortar. The ogre's daughter's head was crushed and she died. Koila then chopped the ogre's daughter into pieces and cooked them in a pot. Meanwhile, the ogress returned after washing her hands and face. Koila hid there. The demoness saw the pot and assumed her daughter had cooked koila. She called out to her daughter, receiving no response. She thought her daughter might have gone to wash her hands and face. Unable to resist, she took the cooked meat from the pot and ate it. After eating, the demoness fell asleep. She lay down and soon her snoring filled the cave. Seeing the right moment, Koila emerged, picked up a pistol and struck the demoness on the head. The demoness died on the spot. Koila then took all the wealth from the demoness's cave that she had amassed by killing passers-by. Koila took the money and returned it to his animals. He gathered them and headed home. From that day on, Koila and his mother lived happily.